Teague here, AC/DC Thunderstruck. So let's jump right in. There's a link in the description you might want to grab to make this a little bit easier. We're going to start on the 4th fret of our B string. This whole riff is going to happen on your B string, which is your 2nd string. This 4th fret is a D sharp. We're going to pick it, and we're going to pull off. You may have noticed in the first part of the video here I played it 2 different ways. We'll talk about that in just a second. But first, we're going to pick this D sharp 4th fret, pull off. When you pull off, you kind of yank the finger off the string. If you just take it off, you won't hear a sound. Kind of pull down and pull off. If you've not done much of this before, it'll take a little bit of getting used to, but you'll get it. Then we're going to go to the 7th fret, which gives us an F sharp. We're going to pick that and pull that off. You could use your pinky or your 3rd finger. So we're going 4th fret, D sharp, pull off to open B. F sharp, 7th fret, pull off to open B. 3rd finger or pinky. The riff goes, it's tough to play with the pinky all the way through the song, so I'm using my 3rd finger, but it'd be a great exercise with the pinky also. So these 4 notes are 4/16 notes making up one beat. So I would count it as 1, E, and A. I have to play this riff for 2 measures. There's 4 beats in each measure, so a total of 8 times I would do that. 1, so wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be 1 measure, then I would repeat that. That time I was picking 1 of every 4, but which was not one of the options from the beginning, but you could. Okay, so back to the other way I played it. On the record, he picks every 2nd note. He picks the fretted note, he pulls off. Picks, pulls off. But live, because he puts the horns in the air, he's just playing it all with the left hand, which means he picks the 1st note, pulls off, hammers on that 7th fret, that F sharp. So he's dropping that finger in like a hammer, and then pulling off, hammering the 1st finger back down, pulling off. These 3 notes, by the way, B, D sharp, and F sharp, are a B major chord. It's the 1st, 3rd, and 5th note of a B major chord. So from here, we're going to move this up a half step, and now we have the 5th fret, which gives us an E, and the 8th fret, which gives us a G. These 3 notes, B, E, and G, are an E minor chord. And we're going to do the exact same thing. Pick that E, pull off, pick the G on the 8th fret, pull off. So 5th fret, 8th fret. And same thing, that will go for 2 measures also. So I have my B, then I move up to my E minor chord, back to B, and then E minor again. Then we're going to move to the next part. So hopefully that's clear. Pause it, get the hang of that. Again, that was picking every 2nd note. You could also not pick every 2nd note and just hammer the whole thing. One of the really quick thing that's not super important, but just so you know, on the record he actually hits the open B before he hits that F sharp, so we hear this. So it's on the very last part of beat 4 though, so the D sharp is on the beat. That's why I'm kind of starting us there, so we start on the beat. It's more important we feel this riff on the beat than catch that little pickup. Anyway, so we have our B chord to our E minor. That now takes us to the riff that we hear through most of the song. And we'll talk about what this is because it's kind of interesting in a minute, but we'll learn it. We're going to start with the 12th fret of the B string. This is going to follow the same thing all the way through. We pick the B, 12th fret of the B string, pull off to open B. Then we're going to go 10th fret for an A, pull off to open B, 9th fret, G sharp, pull off to open B, back to the 10th fret A. That's beat 1. Or beat 1 and 2, I guess. There's 1 E and 2 E and first 2 beats. Then we're going to go 9th fret, pull off to the B, 7th fret F sharp, pull off to the B, back to 9th fret, to 5th fret. So that, which is beat 3 and 4, was going 9, 7, 9, 5. G sharp, F sharp, G sharp, E. So put that together, that's our measure. A little bit faster so we can hear what it sounds like it, right? When we play it slow, it doesn't always sound like the riff, so sometimes we're kind of start questioning it, like, is that really it? But that's it, and we have to practice it slow to get good at it. We're almost done. Then we're going to go 7th fret, F sharp, pull off to open B, D sharp to 4th fret, 5th fret on E, back to D sharp, 4th fret. So that part, 7, 4, 5, 4. And then let's put all that together now. Oh, I didn't play that right. But back up. Let's do it again. 12, 10, 9, 10, 9, 7, 9, 5. The new part, 7, 4, 5, 4. Notes, E, A, G sharp, A, G sharp, F sharp, G sharp, E, F sharp, D sharp, E, D sharp. And the last two beats are E, 5th fret, D sharp, 4th fret, repeat. That's the whole riff. I might have let that a little bit short there on the end. Anyway, and then we could play it without picking it. And that gives us that sound. Two different sounds, both worth working on because they'll strengthen your hands in different ways. Let's see what else I'm missing that I wanted to talk about. I think that's it. Again, pause the video, to help you through it. Hope that was fun. There's a link in the description again, which might make this clear, especially if I left anything out of the video. I'm not sure if I did or not. Hopefully not. Yeah, and then this riff, that's a riff that happens through most of the song. We hear it all the way through. It never goes back to this one. That's only in the very, very beginning. Then the rest of the time it's the descending. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. So this, if I came back and played the 2nd fret of that B string too, it's called a Mixolydian scale, which is kind of an interesting scale. It's a major scale with a flat 7. So if you've followed any of my lessons before, especially if you're on my site, musiclearning.com, and even more so if you're a member, I talk a lot about understanding music theory and really understanding how the guitar works in relationship to music in general. So a major scale, which is a major part of music we hear, it sounds like this. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. I think it's a very important thing to understand is major scales and how they're made up. Whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Whole step, of course, is just skipping a fret. Half step is side by side. So a Mixolydian scale is a major scale, but when I get to that 7th note, I flatten it. So it's almost the key of B. The key of B would have this A sharp in there too, which would have 5 sharps, but because it has this A in there, it's really the key of E with 4 sharps. But because we're playing from B to B, it gets this fancy name called B Mixolydian. And because in the Thunderstruck, because this B is acting as a drone tone, we would definitely refer to this as a Mixolydian sound. So, there you have it. You can tell people you learned the Mixolydian scale, and more fun, more importantly, you learned Thunderstruck. Alright, have fun. Musiclearning.com is the site. Subscribe, like, comment, share, and yeah, see you next time. Thank you.